So I'm just going to bring her out, and we're just going to keep going, and then we're going to vote, and then we're going to get out of here and do shots at Rebels, and there's also karaoke, and I'm probably going to do Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. Yay! So we're going to bring out Kathy Walton! All the way from Frankenmuth.
It is so fun to mess with people when they don't know you're behind them. I am from Frankenmuth, though. You guys know the town, I'm sure, right? Yeah. All you can eat chicken dinners, endless bakeries, and infinite weight gain. If you live there long enough, all of your muffin tops will become pound cake. At least mine did. Yeah, I've decided we need to have an organization there just for women with BMIs over 30, because we worked really hard to get here. And we're going to call it Size Matters. Now, the men only have to have a BMI of 20 because we all know that for the guys, it's not the size that matters. So I know earlier you guys were telling if you're gay or bi or this or that. I identify as a very, very proud cougar. And I'm not the furry kind. My husband is 12 years younger than me. I met him in the bookstore. He was walking through the children's section. I was just looking for a book on how to train my puppy, so it was perfect. When we met, I was in my early 30s, so that means I was in my prime. He was 21. I figured that meant he needed a mentor. Don't know if he was looking for one, but I needed one I could teach elder care to. Now, when we first started going out, one of his brothers tried to warn about me and said, "You better watch out, she could just be using you." I got a 21-year-old stud muffin boy toy. I wasn't using him for his money. But we did get married. He was pretty young when we got married. And he did eventually turn 25. Best day ever, because my car insurance went back down. So we've been married about 35 years now, and I really thought I'd married a trophy husband, but I think I married a participation prize. So now tomorrow is a really big day in my family, but it's a sucky day for me. It's my birthday. Now, I don't imagine any of you are going to be brave enough to try and guess the number, so I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to be 70. Yeah. So this getting old crap, it's like, yeah, my knees go, my hips go, but I am really waiting for my short-term memory to go, because that means when I stand up here, the punchline is going to be it's going to be new to me, just like it is to you. So, let's see, I grew up in the age where our parents told us how we could grow up and what we could be. And my parents were like, you can go to high school and college and get married and have kids, and you can be a nurse, a teacher, or a stewardess. I was like, yeah. So I listened very carefully, and I went out and burned my brow, went on birth control, and became a cop. I thought, oh, I'm going to be like Wonder Woman, you know, bulletproof bracelets. No. That's a little more like Lucille Ball. But I do have PTSD. Pleased to see donuts. Frankenmuth is the right place for me. When I was on, we didn't have cameras and computers in the car, which was also great for me because they never knew how I actually managed to wreck so many cars. 6. And you can have a single car accident with a building and not be at fault. Now, my sergeant had never had a female work for him before. He didn't know what to do with me. So he says, I don't know. He says, put her in plain clothes, stand her on the street corner, let her pretend to be a prostitute. Let's see if she can get any attention. I'm a middle child. I know how to get attention. But what I knew nothing about was prostitution, because I grew up in the Bible Belt, so that was the book I read. Let me tell you, nowhere in the Bible did Jesus tell me what a blowjob cost. Now, I'm sure nobody here would actually go out and do any soliciting of these girls on the street corner, but let me give you some tips from my real life experience. If you go out and talk to one of these girls and they ask you for ID to prove you're not a juvenile, that you're old enough for a prostitute, you better walk away. If you say, hey, what do you like to do? What are you the best at? If they say, well, bondage because I have my own handcuffs, you better run away. And if you ask them, you're not a police officer, are you? If she looks you in the eye and gives you a smile and says, yes, I am, would you talk louder into my collar? You better run like ICE is after you. Now, people do ask me, they say, Kathy, you're pushing 70, you're retired, you got your boy toy, what are you doing standing on stage telling jokes? Well, I love to exaggerate my accomplishments, and I love to talk about things that I know nothing about. So I'm either going to stand up here on stage and do this, or I have to run for president. I promise I'll keep a natural tan. My slogan's really simple. If you see it, vote for the cougar. That will be me. Okay, I think you flashed me, so I think I am out of time. So thank you very much. I had a great time with you.
You got 2 minutes left if you want to keep going.
Pardon me?
You got 2 minutes left if you want to keep going.
Oh, I'll keep going. Okay, I'm a baby boomer. That means I grew up in the age of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right? You guys want to talk drugs for a moment? Yeah, how did I know that? I recently had some of the best drugs that I've had in ages. Like a couple weeks ago I did this. The kind where your body's over here, but your mind is way over there. Best colonoscopy ever. Now, I thought that the First Amendment is what gave us freedom of speech. It could be the president, I don't know anymore. But I believe it's the anesthesiologist. My anesthesiologist says, Kathy, I just started the propofol, you know it. It's the Michael Jackson drug. I'm like, but doctor, my nose is perfect and I'm already white. And then I looked at this cute young doctor behind me. It's like, doctor, you are so cute. Did they tell you I'm a cougar? You know, one of these days, one of these doctors is going to get smart, and they're going to go to HGTV or somewhere, and they're going to say, hey, we both put TVs on the endoscopes, we both go into dark and scary places looking for things to fix. We need a TV show, and we can call it Backdoor Makeover. Okay, let's see, what's a good last one here? Okay. What if the Bible was written by a female? Eve would have been created first. She'd have been in the garden. After a while, she'd be bored to death, and she'd say, God, I need a little company here. And God would have said, sure, Eve, what do you want? She says, well, I really like golden brown hair, and I'd like someone who's a little bit goofy, and he should adore me better than anyone on earth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we got golden retrievers. I think that was my 2 minutes. Okay, thanks everybody.
Give it up for KathyWalton!